Hi guys. I haven't made a video for this channel in a while, and I kind of wanted to do an update video. And also, you might notice I have a friend here with me in my crib. So I thought it'd be fun to do an interview and see what this guy's all about. So this is my friend JayPup. You want to tell us about yourself?
Bark bark. Hello. I am JayPup. I am a puppy, but first and foremost, my heart revolves around the ABDL community. So much so to the point that we've actually started a group called Crinkle Collective to support the ABDL community.
Yeah, that's right. So that's how I know JPup here is from an event that he ran that I went to for local ABDLs. We went to a science museum.
Yeah, that was super fun. Getting us all together, just a bunch of crinkle butts out together to enjoy just kind of the sciencey nature of the science museum and just have fun out there and just let our little sides out, you know?
Yeah. So that was the first event and met a bunch of people, all ABDLs. We did some other events too, like we've been to the arcade a few times. We've gone out to restaurants. Oh, we had a camping trip.
That was so much fun.
Super fun, which I think, I've had some videos on here showing the camping trip a little bit. All kinds of fun stuff.
The zoo, that was really fun.
I did not get to go to the zoo, unfortunately.
You miss the zoo.
Yeah, I'll go to the zoo next time.
The giraffes are my favorite. I mean, if they had dinosaurs, I'd be all over those, but
One day.
one day.
Jurassic Park.
Arr, 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 arr.
Yeah. So, we didn't really plan on what we're going to talk about or anything, so this is kind of just all off the cuff, So, Jay, why did you make the Crinkle Collective? Or why did you, I don't know.
That's a good question. For me, my journey with ABDL has been a lifelong one. I'm the stereotype of I was born, I was placed in a diaper, and they never really went away for me. For me, though, my journey was one that I really struggled with for a long time, and I really saw how a lot of people really struggled with that kind of binge purge cycle of ABDL. And, I thought it just was really great to get people together that had shared similar experiences and just show everybody that, hey, you're not alone. Have fun, be yourself, learn to love yourself, and not only those individuals, but also spouses, partners, friends. Occasionally somebody will come out to family and, whoever it may be, everybody just needs support to know, hey, this is what it is, this is what it's not, this is what's fun, this is what's not fun.
Cool. So, we've done a bunch of events, gonna do a bunch of different things. What's the favorite thing that we've done for you?
So my favorite thing that we've done so far was we went to a 21 plus retro kind of arcade bar scene.
Yeah, that one was my idea, actually.
It was, and it was such a good spot, such a good pick. We had a lot of local people come out. We had a lot of people that actually weren't local that had driven several hours to come out.
Oh yeah.
And it was so much fun just getting have a whole bunch of people together, play a bunch of games. I really like the fact that they had a bunch of retro arcade games plus NES games. And
oh yeah. What was really cool about that place is, so it was primarily a bar. That's why it's 21 and up. And so you go there and you buy drinks. So they don't charge for the games. All the games are set to free play. Mm-hmm. So you don't got to worry about getting tokens or a card or anything like that. And, it's all retro games, like 90s. I think there's like some early 2000s, stuff like that. But, like you said, they got like NES games, N64. They have a GameCube, I think. And one thing we did was we did Mario Kart racing, which
Mm-hmm.
is like 4-player. And so we were just like taking turns doing that, which was really fun. Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Oh, really?
I do.
Oh.
So, going into 2025, is there anything special event wise that you're looking forward to doing this year?
Well, so I'm going to backtrack a little bit. So I'd probably say that my favorite thing that we've done was the camp out.
Mm.
And the camp out that we did, so there's been 2 camp outs. I didn't get to go to the first one, which was in the summertime. And honestly, I actually could have gone, but I just didn't have any camping stuff. And I also didn't want to get like super sunburned because it was like June. And I was just like, I don't know, it was too hot. And I, I, I regret that I didn't go, but I'm also glad that I didn't go because I saw pictures and Jay and like everybody else, they were lobsters. They got burned so bad, and I'm really glad that I did not get sunburned.
Yeah, we definitely got sunburned, but that river water was so cool and refreshing that you just didn't even notice it until you
Yeah.
were done.
Well, I think that that's what I'm looking forward to the most is the next camp out. And the last camp out we did, it was really cool, but it was like after Halloween, and it was like kind of chilly, which was cool. We were all in our fuzzy pajamas the whole time and our tents and all that. But yeah, I really like to do the maybe spring, maybe before June or whatever, but being able to enjoy nature and being outdoors and just my diaper, is very, very freeing, very, very cool.
It's liberating.
Yeah, liberating. So I would say that's what I'm looking forward to is the next camp out.
That's really cool. I know for me, one that I think 2025 is going to be fun for is go karting.
Go karting.
Go karting. And not in a small little track. This is a well built professional track setting with high speed go karts, and it's gonna be so much fun.
Wow, where what's that place called? Do you know?
Honestly, I have to double check the name, but they're being built here locally in the city.
Oh, so it's being built.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not even open yet.
They open this summer.
Wow. Well, that's definitely going to be fun. Super fun. Let's see. So, what's your favorite diaper?
Okay. So, I'm a sucker for simple diapers. I love a good print. Like the ABU Tiny Tails, love it. But for me, a good, simple, clean diaper, like the ABU Simple, just in the all white with just the little ABU logo on the side, I love that. Or if I want something a little bit more fun for an adventurous night or something like that, maybe a solid black North Shore.
Cool. There's something, I gotta admit, there's something really special about just an all white plastic bagged diaper.
Oh, yeah. And my favorite thing about those is I don't want a wetness indicator. I want you to be able to see. Because for me, my hubby's my daddy. And my daddy should be able to just see it's time for me to take a change.
Okay. So, let's see. I would say my favorite diaper right now is the Tiny Tails. But I am also really liking tressed diapers at the moment. Just because the way they fit and the way they feel, they just feel really nice. And so I love Tiny Tails diapers, but they are 11,000 milliliters, I think.
Yeah.
And So I'll wear them at home. I'll wear them at night. I'll wear them on a road trip or, if I'm traveling. But I do not wear Tiny Tails diapers to work because they are just so bulky. And they kind of make me, I don't know, feel a little self-conscious at work. Um, what I really like about Trest diapers is they're also super high capacity. They're like 9,500 milliliters, but they're pretty thin when they're dry. And let me see.
Like maybe like an In Control?
Maybe comparable to an In Control. All right, I'm on a side quest.
He's on a side quest. Diaper!
So that is a Trest diaper.
As you can see, diaper!
Yep, Tiny Tails.
And a Tiny Tails. So, I don't know. Which one do you think's sicker?
Well, to be completely honest, they look about the same.
Well, and they've also been out, so they've gotten a little bit of fluff and air just being out.
Yeah, I just did a review, on these diapers, these Trest diapers. So I did unfold this one. Maybe I'm hallucinating, but that honestly looks pretty thin, doesn't it? This is the Tiny Tails.
If you've worn one of these, you know they're not thin.
They are definitely not thin. So I think to do a fair comparison, we should fluff these. Here, you fluff that one. I'll fluff this one. We're doing a diaper fluffing competition.
I'll see. See, he's got a method. So do I.
I make it like a taco.
I do too.
And then I twist it.
I like kind of make my taco and I kind of knead it.
I need tacos.
Oh, I need tacos too.
I'm so hungry.
And then on each side, when I'm kneading it, I kind of just try and roll it a little bit in.
Alright, you're being an overachiever now.
No, it's got to be extra floofy.
Alright, I'm folding mine back up. Alright, so we gotta make sure to squish them back flat. Alright, now which one?
Oh, that nice thick right there, that purple.
Okay, so maybe I'm crazy. I was thinking that these were kind of thinner when they're dry, but maybe they're not. Maybe they're both super thick. I mean, this one is higher capacity, but I have noticed that these things just like swell up like crazy. So I think this one has a higher concentration of like the super absorbent polymers, the little beads that turn into gel, But I don't know.
I think that's probably right. One thing I've noticed with the Tiny Tails for me is I'll have that front get so soggy and wet, and it almost like blocks it from going to the back.
Yeah, like the front will swell up like huge, and the back will be completely dry.
Yeah, I've had it happen several times, and then I'll sit down, and then I'll leak, and I'm like, ah, you have so much room left.
Mm-hmm. I don't have any leaks.
Oh, you don't?
No, I think that you should probably watch some of my videos on my other channel, How to Wear Adult Diapers, because I've mastered the art of diapers
Oh.
so that they don't leak.
Oh, you've mastered it.
Yeah, the key is just making sure that those leak guards are touching your skin, and that the diaper forms like a U shape around your, anatomy,
Mm-hmm.
and you're good to go. No leaks. No more leaks. I used to have a bunch of diaper leaks.
Well, see, my thing is if its capacity is 2,000 milliliters, and I put 2,500 milliliters into it,
Well,
I'm gonna leak.
yes, you are. But what diapers have 2,000 milliliters?
A Beat M4.
No.
There's no way they're more than that.
I think an Abena M4 is like at least 4,000 milliliters.
Really?
Like a 2,000 milliliters, that's like a Depend or something.
Oh, come on now. Depend. There's no way it can hold a 2 liter.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think a Depend could hold a 2 liter.
Maybe like a little 20-ounce Mountain Dew bottle.
Yeah. But yeah, we're talking 9,500 milliliters for this one, and I think these are like 11,000. That sounds about right? Like 11,000 for these.
I think it sounds about right. I think if you're able to get it to 11,000 milliliters,
Okay.
you did a good job.
Okay, so right here where I'm pushing on it, that definitely to me looks like the Tiny Tails is thicker.
Yeah.
That's thick, very thick. But yeah. So anyway, these are probably my top 2 favorite diapers right now. This one for when I'm at home or traveling. This one for when I'm at work. Or actually, I typically wear to work more like a Better Dry or an Abena M4. Bambino diapers are really good at work. Those are all like 5,000 milliliters or under.
Mm-hmm.
That's about 5,000 milliliters is like the sweet spot for wearing to work for me personally.
And for me, I'm pretty comfortable. I know I'm gonna crinkle. I know I'm gonna make sounds. When I walk, I'm basically like this. So for me, I would rather just be as most comfortable as I can. So I actually still stick with higher capacity diapers fully throughout the day. So for me, it's no different for me to wear a Molicare, or not a Molicare, a North Shore Mega Max with maybe even a booster in, and that's my go-to for sometimes.
So would you wear a Tiny Tails or 11,000 milliliter to work?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I have.
Oh, okay.
For me, a diaper is a diaper. It's functional. It's there for its purpose. And, for me, if I need something that is 11,000 milliliter capacity for the day, then that's what I will do.
Okay. So me personally, I have, a large variety of diapers that I use in different situations where there's different categories where it's like I have like daytime/work diapers where that's like like I said, like the Bambino, Abena, Better Dry. Those are work diapers. And then I have like the higher capacity diapers for like traveling or whatever, like a Trest. Trests are really good for traveling. And then I have ones that are like fun time diapers, right? Like the going to, which by the way, even if it's daytime and we're going out in public, if I'm going on a event with the Crinkle Collective, which I kind of just call it the Crinklies. If I go meet up with the Crinklies, I will wear something like this. So you don't have like separate diapers for daytime versus.
So I don't really go by daytime, nighttime. I do generally, for me, most preference wise, most of my diapers I like just that plain white look. I do have my printed diapers, and I'll wear them, pretty much anytime we're doing events, I'm meeting with friends, or if I just want to have fun and look cute. Maybe I want to wear my shirt and wear a nice little Tykables diaper at home. A lot of times I do tend to just stick to more medical looking diapers going out and about. it kind of makes changing in public bathrooms easier if you're walking out with a just plain white diaper versus if one of
Yeah,
these balled
yeah.
up, double handed.
I feel ya.
But,
Hmm.
but yeah, I for me, I have some diapers that I do think of more as like daytime diapers just because they're lower capacity. But for me, I have to focus it based on my flow for the day. There's some days where I'm like, I feel myself having to go like every 30 minutes. I'm like, okay, I need a high capacity diaper. And there's other days where I'm like, yeah, I can get by with a lower capacity diaper.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Like for me, I need higher capacity. I need low. Like I don't need as high of a capacity diaper if I'm going to be outside in the heat, right? Because maybe I won't be as hydrated because I'll lose a lot of liquid through sweat,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if it's summertime at 100 degrees outside, I might be outside all day and I'm drinking tons of water, but I like hardly wet my diaper at all, you know. But whenever it's by the way, a big thick diaper is so nice when it's really cold outside. Like going out and you're wearing a bunch of clothes, like you're wearing like a big jacket and some comfy pants and a big thick diaper. Um, it's extra insulation, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like insulated underwear. And when you wet it, it's like a big hot water bottle. Like it keeps your heat. Super, super nice. But I don't know, that's kind of off topic there, huh? So.
It works though. It's cold outside today, so that's what's on our minds.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm right there with you. I'm 100%. It's like having a hot hands down there. Maybe not as hot, but it's just that nice, gentle, warming. Hey, it's cold outside. This is comforting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I think we could probably start to wrap up the video. How about we end with talking about like what are some like words of wisdom or advice to anybody who might be watching who's ABDL, and maybe they don't have a nice community of ABDLs to hang out with. Like maybe they live, or maybe they're just not aware of, or I don't know. What's your advice for somebody who's ABDL and watching this video?
Well, my first piece of advice is welcome to the community. You're here. You're watching this video. So you found your people. Hello. But honestly, I mean, you're not alone. There's a wonderful, thriving community, always online. But, you'd be really surprised. There's so many different communities in such smaller areas. Where I am, I mean, we're not like in a major city, but I find groups that are, 30, 40 miles outside of the city that have 5, 6 people and they, get together every once in a while. If you don't have a local group, that's perfectly okay. Be that person to start one.
Oh yeah, definitely. Start a group for
Mm-hmm.
sure. So, me, whenever I started experimenting with ABDL, I wasn't aware of any groups, and I searched for some groups. I could get like on Google or something, Oklahoma ABDLs or something, and I might find like a post on a forum or something. It's like, oh, I'm in the area, and but I never really found a community, and it's kind of like a underground sort of thing, right? So because of that, it you kind of once you get in the door, it kind of snowballs, right, to where you find more and more people. Um, so how I got connected with like the Crinkle Collective was so I have an Instagram, and somebody contacted me on Instagram and was like, "Hey, are you on Telegram?" And there was somebody who was in Dallas, actually. It wasn't you, Jay. Jay's like the our local diaper evangelist, right? Like he goes and
Oh,
he finds all the diaper wearers. But yeah, somebody on Instagram's like, hey, do you have like Telegram or whatever? And I'm like, no, I don't. He's like, there's a bunch of people on there, so I got Telegram, and he added me to some groups, and he added me to like a uh, one for like people in Texas and like Dallas or whatever, which is pretty close to the state that I live in. And I mentioned, where I'm at, and somebody's like, "Oh, we should join this group." So I got added to another group, and then I got added to another group, and um, eventually I found my way to the Crinkle Collective.
yeah. And that's one thing I'll say. You mentioned it's really an underground kind of thing. Communities are there. I will say the best platforms I've learned to find those communities are going to be Blue Sky, what was formerly Twitter, now X, but it's kind of dying on that platform, to be honest.
Kind of moving over to Blue Sky.
Yeah, everything's kind of moving over to Blue Sky. If you haven't already, come join us on Blue Sky. But really, Telegram. Telegram is a really, really huge platform that has a lot of ABDLs. ABDL and furry scene, there's a lot of crossover. A lot of the furry scene uses Telegram. That's kind of how the ABDL scene evolved on there. And then FetLife. If you're not familiar with FetLife, there's a thriving community of ABDLs across the nation on FetLife as well.
Cool, great. So, to the cliff notes here, if you don't have a community that you're in, like of people local or fairly close to you that are ABDL, there are places where you should go, like make a Telegram, look for groups on Telegram, make a FetLife account, look for groups on there, Blue Sky, Honestly, I got my foot in the door through Instagram, so it could come from anywhere. But I think the point of that is put yourself out there, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, put yourself out there.
It's hard. It's scary, putting yourself out there, but it's the most rewarding thing I've ever experienced in my life.
Yeah. So, I started my channel, the How to Wear Adult Diapers channel, and it was, to help people with incontinence, and then it just so happened that my audience was all ABDLs, right?
Shocker.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so then I started making an Instagram account to support my YouTube channel, and I made an X account, and now I've got a Blue Sky account and all this stuff, and just putting myself out there, making videos, posting pictures, stuff like that. That's like, I didn't find the ABDL community. I didn't find like the Crinkle Collective and like all this stuff. It found me because I put myself out there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I'll say one last thing as well. Wherever you are in your journey, just know that you're loved, you're valid, and you're appreciated.
Yeah, for sure. Most definitely. So on that note, I think we'll end this video. And yeah, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I would point you towards his YouTube, but I don't think he does YouTube, right?
I do not do YouTube, but you can find me on Blue Sky. I'm a JayPup. I'm also on Twitter. I've got lots of different social medias, or just go to crinklecollective.org.
Yeah.
Find me on there.
Go check him out. Yeah, Blue Sky. I do believe he accepts unsolicited dip pics. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm always happy for unsolicited diaper pics.
Perfect, perfect. All right, guys. Well, that's it for this video. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Arr.
So that was super fun.
That was.
And thank you for being in my video.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it was.
Arr.
So,
Oh, it's recording again.
oh, it is? Oh, it got a nice cute moment of us
Aw.
hugging. Okay, now Now we're going to make a Just for Fans video.
Arr.
Maybe that can be an outtake.